our topic on native lesson today, and I will be your teacher. So guys, I will first of all, of course, introduce myself. My name is Tatiana, or just simply Tanya. You can call me both. You can call me Tanya, Tatiana. So let's get started, guys. If you remember today, this week, we were talking a lot about studying abroad. So we've already chosen our university, we've already made our documents, prepared, applied for our documents. So today, guys, we are going to look for some accommodation. So today we are going to choose accommodation when studying abroad. Choosing accommodation when studying abroad. So let's get started, and now guys, I will go through our today's objectives first of all. So what exactly we are doing today? Today guys, we are going to choose accommodation when choosing abroad. We are going to discuss it with somebody, with probably consultant who will give us some extra information. Next guys, today we also practice our pronunciation. That's a common practice for our lessons. And all other sounds that we are practicing today. And finally guys, I want to pay your attention to our vocabulary. So today you will learn some new words. So I will ask you to be very careful, to be quite attentive about them. And again guys, if you have any questions, if you need any assistance, please let me know. Okay? So now I want to meet you, and first of all, I will ask you to briefly introduce yourself. So we will start with you, Yutapum. Hi.
Hello, teacher. Good evening. I am Yutapum Namwong. I live in Payao, Thailand. I am 58 years old. I am retired now, and my hobby is taking photos. Nice to meet you.
Okay, nice to meet you. So first of all, let me correct you. I am retired. Yeah guys, so anytime when you say I am or you are, we are using participle. I am retired. I am interested. I am interested. I am excited. Excited, and so on. Okay, so you please be careful. I am retired.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much, thanks for your introduction. So you are done, or you want to add anything else? Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue. Let's actually answer question number 1. So have you ever lived away from home?
Oh, yes, I have. I have ever lived away from my home since I studied at university for a long time ago, teacher.
I see. Okay, good. So let's see. Have you ever lived? Here we are using present continuous tense.
Yeah.
Have you ever lived? So we need to answer in the same way. So I have lived. You can say yes, I have lived. Yes, I have lived away.
Away from
or you can say yes, I haven't. I haven't lived Okay, so please be careful with the grammar.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you've done it. Yeah, you had such an experience. So do you think what are the most important factors when choosing accommodation? So imagine that you need to find a new accommodation. So what factors will be the most important for you?
Oh, the important factors when choosing accommodation are live within proximity of the university where I study. I choose the accommodation close to my university.
Okay, that's logical, right? So first of all, you are interested about the location. You want to live very close to your university, to not lose the time.
And
okay, anything else is important for you?
Teacher, the first of all, I think of the staying in the university dormitory.
Okay, definitely. Yeah, so if you want the closest location, that probably will be university dormitory in a campus.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a campus, right?
In a campus.
Campus. Okay, yes, you are absolutely right. Thank you very much, Youth. We guys will continue and meet Tommy Ama. Hi, please introduce yourself.
Hello, teacher and everyone. My name is Ama Tommy. My nickname is Ma. I'm 22 years old. My hobby is watching TV. Nice to meet you.
Okay, nice to meet you. So once again, is your nickname To?
Ma. My nickname
okay,
is
you should
Ma.
better. Ma. Yeah, it's just Ma. Okay, Ma. So let's start with the question number 1. Have you ever lived away from home?
I haven't lived
away from home. I see. Okay, so imagine, Ma, that you need to find a new accommodation. So how would you do it? So what would be the most important factor for you, or factors when choosing accommodation?
I think it's convenient, local, and safe. Yes.
Safety. Yeah, so we can call it safety. So safety neighborhood. Yeah, let's say that you are looking for safety neighborhood. So everything that is around your home should be safe. Yeah, you are looking for a safety neighborhood.
Around.
Neighborhood. Okay, that's right. So, Ma, anything else would be important for you?
Again, please, teacher.
Okay, Ma. So, is anything else will be important for you? That's it. That's it. Okay, if you don't have any more ideas, that's fine. So safety neighborhood, that's already a good factor. Yeah, that's already a good factor. So if you don't have any more ideas, that's fine. Keep them for the next part. But now, guys, we will meet one more student, Kitty Sak, right? So hi, please introduce yourself.
Good evening, teacher and everyone. My name is Kitisak. My nickname is Yeo. I am 28 years old. I live in Phrae, the north of Thailand. My hobbies are playing computer game, going out to the gym, and watching TV. Nice to meet you and everyone.
Okay, nice to meet you. Thank you very much. So please repeat, what is your nickname?
Eel.
My nickname is Yeo.
Okay, how do I spell it?
AIO. I type at the chat box.
Okay, so Il, first of all, let's say play. Sorry guys, I'm back, I am here, I am available. So I'm still waiting for the nickname of Il. And Il, we have a correction for you regarding... okay, sorry. It's really hard to pronounce, guys. So...
Eel.
Can you please repeat what is your hobby?
My hobbies are watching TV, going out to the gym, and listening to music.
Okay, so yeah, and I think we had also playing computer games, right? So what I wanted to say is that we are using plural form, right? Playing computer games. Okay, so can you please repeat how to spell your nickname? Sorry, not how to spell, how to pronounce your nickname again.
Yeo.
Yeo, okay. That's really funny pronunciation, so I will try to remember it, but I don't promise. Sorry, I'm not promising it. Okay, guys, so nice to meet you all. Oh yeah, Il, we have questions for you. So, have you ever lived away from home?
Yes, I have.
Please tell us about this experience.
When I study at the university, and now I'm live away from home because I live away from home now.
Why?
Because I'm studying in the master degree.
Okay, I am studying in the university. Yeah, I'm receiving a master degree, or you can say I'm a master student.
Master student.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So let's just say I am a master student. I am studying in the university and getting master degree. Okay, so thank you very much. And yes, guys, I think it's time for us to continue. We are going to practice a little conversation, which we will need to make up by ourselves. Today we will have a little bit different roles, and you will have to make up your conversation according to your role. So whom do we have? First of all, we have a consultant. So there is a person who gives some information, helpful information on some particular topics. So today our consultant will be talking about accommodations. So that's the question that student A is interested about. So you need to ask your consultant about how to choose accommodation. So let's try, guys. Let's get started. I will ask you to be student A and Ma will be B.
Hello คุณมา
Hi, thank you.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm good. And I plan to go to study in abroad, and I don't know how to choose accommodations. Can you suggest for me, please?
I'm never ever studying in abroad, but but I'm think
Okay, Ma, sorry, I am interrupting you. You are a consultant, yes? So that's not something you can tell to your client. You should be professional.
I you
Okay, so just try to be helpful. Try to suggest something.
I think you should living on campus. It's because convenient and will be plenty of people that support you.
Thank you for your sharing. And why you recommend for stay at the campus?
It's not expensive, and campus is convenient and safe, and there will be plenty of people that support you.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you very much, guys. But unfortunately, the conversation didn't work. Yes, so you didn't have much words. So let's try this. Let's try to change our roles. So unfortunately, youth is not joining us so far. So may Oma, in this in second conversation, you will be student A. You will be asking for some advice, and you will be B. You will be that consultant. Okay, guys?
Okay. Hi, Il. I'm planning to study in London. Can could you some important choosing accommodation for me?
I think the important to choose accommodation when you studying abroad. You should to stay at the stay near campus or stay in the campus and should and find the safety neighborhoods and otherwise if you stay at the stay out in stay so far from the campus, you should the location that have a transportation system is good. Yes, that's my idea.
This would you recommend?
And where which country do you want to study about?
London.
Oh, I see. And when will you study? When you go to study abroad?
Next month, I'm go to abroad.
Okay guys, so I will stop you here. That's going to be enough. So now let's check our given dialogue. Here maybe you will get inspired about what kind of stuff actually should consultant suggest to do and suggest to book, to find if we are talking about accommodation. So what we need to do now, guys, we are going to read this dialogue. So since 2 of you are active right now, 2 of you will read it. So what are we going to do? I will ask Ma to be consultant in this conversation, and you will be student. Okay guys, so first of all, let's read this dialogue and let's be very, very careful about it.
Hello, how can I help you?
I am going to study in London and I'm not sure what to do about accommodations.
Well, there are a few options to choose from. You could live with a host family or live on campus.
Which would you recommend?
If this will be your first time living away from home, I recommend living on campus.
Is it expensive?
No, it's not. It is convenient and safe, and there will be plenty of people there to support you.
Yeah, I think that's the right choice for me.
Okay guys, so thank you very much, and now Ma, can you please read this whole sentence once more again?
Well, there are few
Just
options.
read it once again.
There are few options to choose from. You could live with a host family or live on campus.
Okay, so let's read this word once more again.
Choose.
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 Choose, exactly. Yeah, we have the sound ch and sound z in the end. Choose.
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 Mhm.
Choose.
Okay, guys, so now I will ask you some extra questions regarding this dialogue. So, youth, welcome back. Youth, please tell us what is the dialogue about. So, do you remember what is this dialogue about?
About choosing
About.
choosing accommodation.
Okay, so student is looking for some accommodation, right?
Yeah.
And he's asking consultant for some help, right?
Yes.
Okay, you are absolutely right. And so what options are offered by consultant?
Would you mind repeating it? I don't understand.
Sure. So what accommodation options are mentioned
Yes.
by the consultant?
Yes, the option is accommodations on campus or off. Mention to can choose either live on campus or off.
Okay, live on campus. And the second one is?
Off campus. A host family. Sorry, thank you.
Okay, so first of all, yeah, we have a host family, and secondly, we have a campus.
Yeah.
Okay, well done. So, Hill, do you think which one is better? Which option is more suitable to the student? Hello?
Sorry, again, please.
Okay, so the question is, which option is more suitable for the student? We are talking about options provided by consultants, living in a host family and living on campus. So do you think which option is more suitable for the student?
The option is campus is important, most important. Is the most important.
Okay, so once more again, which option will students choose?
The student should live on campus.
Living on campus. Why?
Because
convenient.
it's not far away from home, and it's convenient and safe.
Okay, anything else?
And they
okay, guys.
plenty of people that there to support.
Okay, guys. Yeah. So all these questions I asked, they were all about our dialogue. So, guys, if you have any possible questions about anything in this dialogue, please let me know. Okay. So yeah, there are two options are given by the consultant. There are host family or living on campus, and as we understand, students chose to go to the reasons. Yeah, but some reasons are listed by consultant. Okay guys, so basically that is it. Maybe if you have any additional questions, please let me know. And now we will read the vocabulary once more again. So let's memorize this. Have any problems about them, let me know. Okay, so we have host, campus, option, recommend, convenient, support. And now guys, we need to practice our pronunciation. So O and O are the vowel sounds that we are practicing today. So we need to read all the words below that contain this sound, and we will practice them. Okay, so Ma, we will start with you.
Okay. On, cloth, important, note, sure,
Sure.
smoke,
Sure.
Sure.
And smoke. Okay, youth, please be the next. Youth, please.
On. Cost. Cost. Important. Note. Sure. Smoke.
Smoke. Okay, and finally, you, please be the next.
On, own, cause, horse, important, note, shaw, smoke.
Okay, thank you very much. And now, guys, we are ready to continue. Now we need to talk about the sound we are practicing today. As you remember, there are both vowel sounds that we are having today, that we are practicing today. And let's start with the sound O. So these two dots, guys, will tell us that the sound is a little bit prolonged. When we pronounce it, it will be longer than usual. So that's not the O sound, but it is O. We are making it a little bit longer. So such words as, for example, guys, own and cost will give us long sound if we will pronounce it in such a American way. So there is an own and cost. But also, guys, usually to receive the long O sound, we need some combination of letters. Very often, I think in most of the cases, it should be O plus R. So that's the classical way to receive this sound. Like in the words important and chore. Which we were just talking about recently. Next, guys, we want to discuss the diphthong O. It stands for two sounds, O and U. Usually, to receive this sound, we need letter O, but it should be an open syllable. It should be an open syllable, so the sound will be O, but not O. So, for example, we have such an example as note and smoke. Also, guys, we need to remember such combinations as O and W and O plus A, for example. That's also a common way to spell this sound. So we have host. We have own. So that's it, guys. And now let's read the correct pronunciation. First of all, together, and then I will ask you to do that. So we have on, cost, important, sure, on, cost, note, smoke. And now is your turn, guys. We will start with Ma.
On, cloth, important, sure. On, cloth, no, smoke.
Smoke. Okay, so Ma, let's read this sound again. So how do we pronounce it?
On.
On, cloth, important, sure.
Okay, so can you please repeat just this word?
Cost.
Cost,
Cost.
Cost.
Yes, cost.
Cost.
cloth,
Cost.
Cost. For example, we have living costs.
Cost.
Living costs.
Living cost.
cloth. Oh,
Cost.
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 cloth,
Cost.
cloth.
Living cost.
Close. Why do you have K and L? When you pronounce it, you say K and then L. Where you take it from? No, we don't have L. We just have K, then O.
Cost.
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 Cost,
Okay, let's repeat it once again.
Cost.
cost,
Okay, that is a cost. Cost. Okay, so now please, you'll be the next.
On, cost, important, chore, owned, cost, note, smoking, smoke.
Okay, so can you please repeat this word once again?
Horse,
What about the final sound T? Cost. Cost.
cost, cost,
Cost.
Cost. What about this word?
Important.
important,
Exactly. And let's read this sound as well.
O. O. On.
own,
Oh, yeah, oh. So
Oh.
please read this word.
Cost.
horse,
Cost. Cost.
horse,
Cost.
host,
What is the difference between these two words?
O and O, cost,
Okay,
cost,
please read
Cost.
this word. Can you
Cost.
please read these two words?
okay, host, host,
Okay, let's repeat after me. Cost.
Cost.
host,
The sound is K. Cost.
Cost.
host,
Cost.
host,
Okay, now can you repeat it yourself?
host, host,
Host. Okay, and finally, you will be the next.
On. Cost. Important. Chore. Own. Cost. Note. smoke.
Okay, well done. Good job. So, youth, let's repeat these two words once more again.
Cost and cost.
Exactly. Well done. Excellent. Okay, so Ma, can you repeat these two words?
Cost. Cost.
Okay, so once more again, we have cost and cost. Yeah, we have coast. We have two sounds, two vowel sounds. Okay, guys, so now it's time for us to practice the final part of our learning, our conversation, where I will ask you for some advice on how to choose accommodation when studying abroad. And using our contexts, please give me your answer, okay? So we will start with Ma. Sorry, we will start with Youth. So Youth, I am going to study in Germany. All documents are prepared already, but I haven't found accommodation yet. So can you help me, please?
I would I recommend you to choose the accommodation on campus, teacher.
On a campus.
Yes.
Tell me why. Why should I choose a campus?
A campus because it's should convenient for you to studying in university, and you can it's suitable for you to live with other people in campus, and you can learn and can about get along with them. You have
Okay, that's a good idea. So I will have a lot of new friends, right?
Right. Yes.
They're also students, so we will just go out together.
Yes. It can.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you very much for your nice suggestion. What about you? So what would you recommend me?
I recommend you to stay a private studio.
Okay, tell me why. What are the benefits of staying in a private studio?
Because it's convenient and they are modern, private, flexible, and but maybe is more expensive.
Okay, so that's the disadvantage. Yes, so only one disadvantage is price.
Yes, but you will.
Okay, so what do you think? How can I find friends? So you know, when you live in, for example, if you live on a campus, it is easier to find friends. So what are your suggestions on how to find friends when you live in a private studio?
You can make friends by joining the club or the friend from your class when you study, and you have the
Okay, that's
private
a good.
class when you
That's a great idea. Thank you very much. Sorry for interrupting you. The sound, unfortunately, guys, is not synchronized. So what about Ma? Ma, what would be your suggestion?
I recommend you living homestay.
Okay, homestay, right? Host family.
Yes.
Okay, why? Tell me why should I stay with host family?
You will learning language and customer and culture from host family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really good idea. I think that's very important, right? When you go abroad to the new country. Okay, guys, well done and excellent. We are summarizing this lesson, and I want to mention some corrections I've done for you today. So, youth, I will start with you. Of course, so first of all, I am retired. Yeah, that's what we discussed in the very beginning of our lesson. Then I made such a correction for you to study. So let's see if we use the two, yeah, if we use this part two. So here, after that, you cannot use gerund or anything like that. You must use infinitive. Yeah, you cannot say to studying. That will be no sense. Studying. That will be just no sense. So you will just say that to study. Okay, to study. Next correction for
Studying.
the ma. So ma, you should live on campus. So for you, the correction will be regarding should. Or actually, actually, it is quite similar correction. You should live on campus. So in your sentence, you said that you should live in. So again, after should, after the modal verb, you will use infinitive. Yeah, so infinitive. You should live, you should stay, you should like, you should love. Only, always infinitive. And for you, Elo, I have the same correction as well. You should stay, but not you should stay in. And also, actually, that is it, guys. Also, I had a lot of corrections for you, especially regarding pronunciation. O and O, especially for ma. So guys, what will we do? I will ask you to check up the online Cambridge dictionary. For example, there are many dictionaries, but I would recommend you this online Cambridge dictionary, which is very good for listening to the right pronunciation of the word. Okay, so you go there, you find the word that you want to understand how to pronounce right, you play the speaker, yeah, you press the speaker, little speaker, and you listen to it. Okay, guys, so please try it because we have sounds O and O, yeah, and they are quite different. So basically that is it, guys. Don't forget about your homework, of course, and I wish you to have a good evening and even good night. So bye bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Hello class, my name's Kira. I've been looking online for some accommodation for university. It can be hard to find a good one. So in today's lesson, we'll be talking about choosing an accommodation. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's watch it.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm not doing so good. I'm really worried about my accommodation abroad.
Oh, really? Why are you so worried about it?
I just don't know how to choose a good accommodation. You know, there are plenty of horror stories about student accommodation. I feel really scared right now.
Don't be so worried. Listen, you can either live on campus or off. On-campus accommodation is usually made up of various buildings with either single or shared rooms, similar to an apartment building.
Yeah, I want to live on campus, but I'm just afraid there will be no more room for me.
Don't worry. In most cases, universities set aside enough space for first-year international students. However, you should contact the university where you will study as soon as possible to get a room.
Thanks. You're always my best advisor.
You're welcome. I feel like on-campus housing will be the safest and most comfortable option for you.
Yeah, I agree.
And just remember, things may be different to how others live. You should adapt your habits to your new surroundings.
Thanks. I'll remember that. Hello class, my name's Kira. I've been looking online for some accommodation for university. It can be hard to find a good one. So in today's lesson, we'll be talking about choosing an accommodation. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's watch it.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm not doing so good. I'm really worried about my accommodation abroad.
Oh, really? Why are you so worried about it?
I just don't know how to choose a good accommodation. You know, there are plenty of horror stories about student accommodation. I feel really scared right now.
Don't be so worried. Listen, you can either live on campus or off. On-campus accommodation is usually made up of various buildings with either single or shared rooms, similar to an apartment building.
Yeah, I want to live on campus, but I'm just afraid there will be no more room for me.
Don't worry. In most cases, universities set aside enough space for first-year international students. However, you should contact the university where you will study as soon as possible to get a room.
Thanks. You're always my best advisor.
You're welcome. I feel like on-campus housing will be the safest and most comfortable option for you.
Yeah, I agree.
And just remember, things may be different to how others live. You should adapt your habits to your new surroundings.
Thanks. I'll remember that.
Now, in this part, we will learn some common words that are often used when talking about choosing accommodation. 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 Somewhere to live or stay, often also providing food or other services. For example, hotel accommodation is included in the price of your holiday. Horror. Horror. A feeling of great shock, fear, or disgust. For example, a horror movie. Campus. Campus. The buildings of a university or college and the land around them. For example, she lives on campus. Set aside. Set aside. To save or keep money or time, etc., for a particular purpose. For example, she tries to set aside some money every month. Habit. Habit. A thing that you do often and almost without thinking, especially something that is hard to stop doing. For example, you need to change your eating habits. Adapt. Adapt. To change something in order to make it suitable for a new use or situation. For example, we have had to adapt quickly to the new system. Okay, class, in this part we will learn some common sentences that are often used when talking about choosing an accommodation. I just don't know how to choose a good accommodation. You know, there are plenty of horror stories about student accommodation. I just don't know how to choose a good accommodation. You know, there are plenty of horror stories about student accommodation. You can live either on campus or off. You can live either on campus or off. On-campus accommodation is usually made up of various buildings with either single or shared rooms, similar to an apartment building. On-campus accommodation is usually made up of various buildings with either single or shared rooms, similar to an apartment building. In most cases, universities set aside enough spaces for first-year international students. In most cases, universities set aside enough spaces for first-year international students.
Hello? Hi, how are you? Good, how are you? I'm not doing so good. I'm really worried about my accommodation abroad.
Oh, really? Why are you so worried about it?
I just don't know how to choose a good accommodation. You know, there are plenty of horror stories about student accommodation. I feel really scared right now. Now, let me ask you some questions. What is the woman worried about? She's worried about her accommodation abroad. Why is she worried about her accommodation abroad? She doesn't know how to choose a good accommodation.
Don't be so worried. Listen, you can either live on campus or off. On-campus accommodation is usually made up of various buildings with either single or shared rooms, similar to an apartment building.
Yeah, I want to live on campus, but I'm just afraid there will be no more room for me.
Don't worry. In most cases, universities set aside enough space for first-year international students. However, you should contact the university where you will study as soon as possible to get a room.
What did the woman's sister tell her? Her sister said she shouldn't be worried because she can live either on campus or off. Should the woman contact the university where she will study? Yes, she should. Thanks. You're always my best advisor.
You're welcome. I feel like on-campus housing will be the safest and most comfortable option for you.
Yeah, I agree.
And just remember, things may be different to how others live. You should adapt your habits to your new surroundings.
Thanks, I'll remember that. According to her sister, is the campus the safest and most comfortable place for staying? Yes, it is. What else did her sister say? Her sister said that she must change her habits to adapt to the new place. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed learning with us, and we'll see you at the next lesson. Bye!
This is a diphthong, a double vowel sound. The shape the mouth makes changes from the beginning of the sound to the end. It's pronounced O. Did you notice how my mouth changed shape? Watch. O. Now you try. Listen, watch and repeat after me. O. O. Now here are some words that have the O sound. Boat, show, know. Now you try. Listen and repeat after me. Boat, show, know. This is a short vowel sound. It's pronounced O. Now you try. Listen carefully and repeat after me. O. O. Now here are some words which have this vowel sound. Lot, odd, wash. Now you try. Listen carefully and repeat after me. Lot, odd, wash. Good.
Cost. Block. Cloak. Soak. Chock full. Mop.
Route.
Part 2.
listening. You will listen to a conversation between two people. The conversation is divided into 3 small parts. You will be asked to answer some questions in each part.
Can you help me choose an accommodation for the time I study at university?
Yeah, sure. What are your options?
The first option is the university dormitory.
Well, university dormitories certainly have some advantages. In terms of making friends, living with other students is a great way to get to know people who you may end up becoming good friends with.
Yeah, that sounds good. Anything else?
Also likely to be conveniently placed for any on-campus events, so you won't have to worry about traveling a long distance.
That'd be great. What about the disadvantages of living in the university dormitory?
Well, you don't get to choose who you live with, and you will have to get used to putting up with noise and messes.
Oh, I see. What about a private student dormitory?
Out of a private student dormitory is similar to dormitories managed by universities, but it's owned by a private company. If you are considering this, make sure you do some research about it.
What should I search for?
You should search for what you'll be getting for your money, what bills are included, what facilities are on site, and what activities there are.
I've got it. Thank you.